Okay. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome, dear friends. Just wanted to show you my kitty Jo, just to get started there. She likes to keep me company. Maybe meow here and there. Yeah, thank you for being here. Giving me a place and a reason to sit, and the feeling of some people that I'm sitting with. Even if it's just one person, maybe only one person ever watches this. Maybe it's 0. But I get the chance to put my heart out into the world. I guess that's, for me, that's what matters. It would be great if there was a Sangha to sit with. I do have a Sangha, but I do have this vision of a broader Sangha, which I guess you can say it dovetails with my overall outlook on life and community right now. Like I've said before, I do this kids' newspaper, which is myself and a group of kids. We make a newspaper. We put it out at coffee shops for free. It's comedy and kids' artwork and just whatever the kids want to come up with. My stories that I came up with together with my children. And it's a joyful, I call it a joyful gift to the community. I want to offer, pretty much at the point in my life where I feel like I want to offer whatever I have to the community in a free, open-hearted way. So the kids' paper is part of that. A big, big part of that. It's called Neighborhood News, and it really it's a big part of my heart and my being that goes into it. And then there's this, which, whether it's ever successful or not, I highly doubt that it will be. Success, whatever that, lots of views, subscribers, and things like that. But the means are far more important in the end. Any ends. I get to sit here and offer love in any any perspective I might have, Dharma-based perspective on life. I'm not the Dalai Lama, so I'm not the Buddha. But I do see my life through a Dharma lens more and more. I'm constantly looking at how I live my life. What's a skillful way to live? What's unskillful? Sometimes being skillful and sometimes falling short. But I get to offer my heart to the world through this platform here. So whether anyone ever watches, it doesn't matter, because it feels like someone might, and for me it feels great. It's like offering love. I've thought before, people make fun of tree huggers, for example. Tree huggers. Haha. But actually, it doesn't, whether or not a tree can feel your love is sort of beside the point. Ask me 10 years ago, I'd probably say a tree can't feel your love. My scientist persona that I had back then. Now at this point, I would almost definitely say that yes, a tree can feel your love. But again, beside the point in a way, because what matters is that you have an open heart, sending love to that tree. And that is good for you. Having your heart open, radiating love it's wonderful and healing for you. So much so that I really feel that, and I felt this on retreats, that I was just in love with everything. I could love the wall. I could just look at the wall and love it. And I guess John Wayne might call you a cuckoo. But actually, there's a way that completely exposing your heart is way more courageous than all the John Waynes and the alpha males pretend to be. But I guess there is a lament or a yearning in that I feel like I am offering this, however incomplete and faulty, my attempt to offer this open-heartedness to the world and spirit of free giving. Sometimes the world can still seem cold and just consuming. Like with a newspaper, it just gets put out and consumed, and maybe people feel like it's just another thing that gets put out. 5 seconds of enjoyment and into the waste bin. When I put my whole heart into it, so it's I guess there's a way that I do want some. You know, I do want somebody to say, "Wow, great job," or recognition, or just a yearning for a open-hearted community where people see the gifts that I'm trying to give, and I don't know, I just some sort of vision of like a commune sort of thing where they express their love openly and freely, and people have smiles on their faces. The Super Bowl was last night, and that was another. I didn't watch, but I mean, it really feels sickening is the word I want to use. Just the attention, of course, millions and millions of people are watching, and the advertisers know it, and they're so desperate for your eyes, your attention. They want to see their ad, and they want to make it as funny or emotionally manipulative as possible. Of course, we know for what purpose. So they can cash in, get money. The promo for the halftime show, a big spectacle with whiz bangs and lights. All the commercials are filled with explosions and quick cuts. And just a total assault on the senses. A guy I know published a book very recently, and it was about finance or something. And he texted all his friends / clients to try to ask to buy the book. And I know how much hard work it is to make a book, but part of me was kind of sad about the putting out this goal, making this book, trying to make it consumer friendly, try to figure out what people will be willing to spend money on and then cater to that so that we can be successful and prestigious. It's like, man, come on, man, just the whole society is just filled with that sentiment. Just be more prestigious than the next person. Just be richer, a little richer than the next person, a little more famous. Get your famous YouTube channel like me, And the further I go down the Dharma road, the more it sticks out. Like, gosh, our society is so far from the Dharma. It's like there's been times where I've been sick, like a throwing up virus, and when I'm getting better, my senses are more attuned to smells, way more, and just walking down the road, I can smell like the gas fumes from the cars, and it's like, wow, was that always there? It smells terrible. Yeah. I guess that makes me sound like a downer. But I have aspirations for a beautiful, loving society, and I think we can do it. We have everything we need. We don't need any more prestige or to be better than anybody else. The only reason that we think that we need to be better, outshine others, is because we don't believe in our own true beauty. Maybe you can look inside and see what how does that sound to you? Your own true beauty. Feeling that phrase in your body. as I pick up the meditation bell. Okay, let's just settle in to wherever we're at. Whether it's lying on our backs or sitting. Whether we're in a bed, in a chair. Our buttocks touching a cushion. Just start taking in the peace and freedom of this moment. Following a single breath all the way up into the top of the chest and all the way down, all the way down into the belly, lower back. And and is there tension in your body? Yeah. Without trying to make it go away. Maybe just this time we can call up our tension just by saying to ourselves, tension, tension. Letting our body fill with all the tension that it has and that it wants to display. Not fighting or pushing down or suppressing, but calling forth tension. letting the whole body fill with all the tension, tightness, stress. Letting that come to the surface, to the forefront. Almost like red flashing warning lights going off. Maybe it feels very challenging at first. Like, oh, I want to feel good, not feel tension. But just giving it a chance. Letting the whole body come to a crescendo of tension. Seeing the tension, an image of our body. And from all the places where tension is and lives, little vine-like plant formations growing more and more fine and intricate. First big stalks, then smaller branches looping, forming leaves and petals. Whole body filling with energy of tension, fighting, stress. Each bit of energy filling more and more feeding the plants. As they grow stronger, vines growing thicker, leaves bigger, flowers brighter. Roots growing into our body like the body is made of dirt. Like the body is made of loose topsoil, potting mix that just crumbles in your hands. The roots of the vines finding their way deep into the body, through the loose soil. as the roots work their way into the layers of your body, working through and breaking apart the soil. You once again call upon the tension, stress, worry, allowing your body to respond to these words, filling with muscular contraction, energy and tightness. And once again, allowing vines to work their way through the interior of your body, feeding on the very stress and energy of worry that you have. Watching the very action of turning mud into lotus. We allow our body to worry as much as it wants. Worry, stress. Okay. Yeah, so things settling, body coming more and more into the quiet, mind more and more tuned to quiet, the silence. Just breathing occurring. No breather. No one making the breath happen. Stimuli happening in every direction of consciousness. Sounds, sensations, in every direction that consciousness goes, another stimulus is found. And even allowing the consciousness to retreat and not search for stimuli. We find that the sounds come straight to us, filling consciousness. The present moment so full. And returning to the black sea, the ocean of impermanence. The surface of the ocean rippling with moonlight. Objects, entities coming into existence through the surface, coming out of the blackness, being born. Falling back in, returning to the realm of non-being. Watching a body sensation or a thought, the beginnings of a thought start arising from the black surface, like a reverse raindrop being pulled out of the realm of non-being. Rising, hovering in the moonlight, and returning into the Black Sea. Watching a breath, the beginning of a breath, as breath is born, reaches its apex and crescendo at the top of the lungs, and breath retreats, falling back into the sea of blackness. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, and out. Just hovering just above the surface of this Black Sea. The moonlight side, the realm of being, and the black waters, the realm of non-being. And imagining that the surface of the water is vertical now, like a wall. Wall of rippling black water. Now the surface is in constant motion, like the tiny quantum realm of particles being born and dying at all times. It's just a frenzy of birth and death. So much so that the surface itself seems hard to pinpoint. And we decide that if things can come out of the realm of non-being into the realm of being, then perhaps we can investigate the realm of non-being. And so we decide to enter into the black waters. Our whole face touching the surface, slowly drawing us in, drawing us in. Half of our body as we stand, drawing us in, pulling us into the realm of non-being. Realm of non-being. Whole body being sucked in, ego left behind, ego just the black waters around everywhere. Nothing. No one seeing them. No one experiencing them. And eventually, because non-being can't last forever, we come back, reborn, back out of the black waters, our body naked, our mind reset, just like a newborn baby, in a way, feeling fresh, so much lighter, free of ego, which cannot pass through the barrier. And we enjoy the floating free feeling of our body, so much lighter under the moonlit sky and the stars. The gentle nighttime breeze passes right through our body, tickles our skin. We have a gift of joy in our heart. We have a gift of being truly who we are, and we know it. We have confidence in our gift of who we truly are, of what we are, seeing that we are born of the universe, just like every other thing. We are born with not just a right, but a firm place right here. The universe needs us because we are an integral part of it. We feel our place. And we have a tremendous duty to express, to be our expression, a duty to be what the universe made us to be. A duty to let our aspirations, and our love, and our energy come forth. And as we sit under the moonlight, the starlight, we feel our pure essence radiating over all the land. Okay, I really hope this meditation finds you well, brothers and sisters. We'll see you next time.